Now, I had Sebastian come down to Mottram Hall for a lesson, and I bet you can relate. He said to me, Alex, I was hooking the golf ball, now I'm slicing. Then I go back to hooking, and then I go back to slicing. It's literally a bit like a yo-yo. So, actually, funnily enough, Gary Beetle and Eclipse are literally saying the same thing. I'm yo-yoing between slicing and hooking the golf ball. Now, I bet you never realised the influence of your ball position on your ability to slice and hook, but actually using ball position to stop your slice and stop your hook. This is all you need to know. So let me just show you the influence of ball position on your arc and your slice and your hook. And when you see this, you'll be like, oh, that really makes sense. So let's start. If you get a massive slice, what I always see. So I've got a hoop on the floor here. You don't need a hoop, but just for me, just to show you. So come on, let me put this down. Now let's go in close. So you can see here, if I put the ball too far forward in my stance, so if I stand there, right, have a look at that there. Also, just look at that coming round there. Yeah, good. You can see where that ball is. So just outside my left heel, so more like my left big toe. Now, what direction is that hoop? That direction of that hoop is left. It's across. Now, if you're going to hit a slice, if you have your face just a little bit open to that, what are you going to do? You're going to slice the golf ball for fun. So all you need to understand here is the later our ball is in our arc, the more likely we are to swing out to in relative to target, and then therefore more likely we are to slice it. And if I now grab my golf ball and move it towards the back of my stance, now I'm exaggerating this, with driver it would be a lot less, but just really to illustrate the influence of arc and ball position. Look how now I would be more on that into out arc, face close to that, and more likely to hit a hook shot. Now I've shown you that in terms of the bad shots, right? What we don't want to see. But surely now, think about it this way, you could go, can I use influence of ball position to stop me either hooking or slicing the golf ball? I.e., make me hit a draw, not a slice, and make me hit a slight fade, not a hook. 100% you can. All we need to do is understand what we've got to do with our ball position relative to our swing, and then marry it up with the face. Oh, I forgot to say that you notice we picked out 2 comments at the start of this video. Well, if you're thinking, why have I picked those? Well, simply, they've subscribed, turned on the bell, and just put what they needed help with down below. So be quick, as long as you've subscribed and you've turned on the bell, no matter how big or how small, just pop it down below in the comments what you need help with, because I want to help you play your best golf this summer. Let's get back to the tip. So let's start off. If we hook the golf ball, what do we need to do to hit it straighter? Okay, I mentioned 2 things, ball position and club face. Now, I'm going to tee this first golf ball up, the green one, to represent where it would have been originally if you were hooking the golf ball. So come have a look at this. I'm going to pop it down there somewhere, okay? So a little bit further back in our stance than we would actually want it to be. Because as we've already established, the further back, let me just move this hoop a little bit this way. The further back in our stance, the more likely we are to swing into out, and to too much of a degree with a really close face. That's how we hook the golf ball. So what I need you to do now, and as I always say, this is relative to your swing. My swing's different to you. Your swing's different to every single golfer you've ever played golf with. So it's a little bit of trial and error here, but you now understand if I move the ball forward, I will swing less into out by some degree, more out to in. Well, that's what you need if you're hooking. So what I want you to do now, which you will have seen in the thumbnail, is tee this golf ball up right near your left big toe or your lead big toe. Well, look what different arc I'm going to swing on now. More here, more here, more here. Okay, definitely more of an out to in arc. And all you need to do now, we've established what you're doing with your ball position, so you're going to move that way further forward, and I'll show you that from player cam now. Have a look at that. Where the green was, now you can see the golf ball is lining up with my left big toe, helping me swing less into out and more neutral, or potentially more out to in. What I need you to do now is stand here, come have a look at this. Club face, make sure it's square for me, please. So hook the golf ball, you're probably like this at address, or a little bit of that. I need you to make sure it's there before you put your hands on. Dead straight up and down. toe and heel in line. Please, please, please. We sometimes a little bit skewed on what we see ourselves on this, and you just need to get yourself a bit of a reset. So hold it up, hands on, move that ball position much more forwards in our stance. We've now got the ability to hit it later in the arc, less into out and flippy, more out to in, therefore neutralizing you out a little bit. Let's hit this one away. Now look at that, just a peely fade back into the fairway, just understanding the relationship between moving the ball forward, swing a little bit more neutral, more out to in, let's say, relative to where you were before, in to out, then with a square club face, that allowed me to hit that shot. Now be wary, you might do that the first time and hit a bullet pull, or just move the ball a little bit further back. And what I mean by that, is you might go extreme and have it here, hit a pull shot, or just move it half a ball back, until you find that sweet spot. So if you hook the golf ball way further forward than you've ever had it, and make sure you got a square face. Now you slicers, let's get you sorted. You'll see now the ball position is really far forward. As we learned at the start of the video, this means we're swinging too much out to in. So what I need you to do now, come and look at where I'm going to place this. Our white ball represents where we're going to move our ball to. I want now, have a look at this and I put it down, our ball position to move that far back. So again, it's roughly about 2 fist widths, isn't it? But on both of them. So moving it forward as we did before, and now we're moving it back to get more on that arc, to get more there. That's what we need. Not that, more there. So we move the ball back roughly 2 fist widths. All I need you to do now with the club face, look at this. If you slice it, you can't close it, or you can't close it, you struggle to. So I want you to cheat it. I want you to close it slightly, just that much there. So that means square, just that much. Then place your hands on. So look at that there. I've cheated it. It's already closed. So I've got to think about less through the ball. I like to think about less, I really do. And I know you want to think about less too. So have a look at the differences in ball position. I was there slicing it, coming across too far forward for your swing. I've now moved it to the extreme, more towards the middle of my stance, which, as we know, is going to help me be a little bit more into out. With a closed face, swinging slightly into out, that is all we need for a draw. So can you see the correlation between understanding relative to your swing, how you use ball position to influence club path? So let me summarize this. In fact, no, let me hit this one away, and that's a summary coming up next. Look at that baby draw. It's amazing how quick that works, isn't it? Really is amazing. So let's do that summary right here, right now. So if you hook the golf ball on the side of the screen here, I need you to test moving the ball towards your lead foot. And make sure your club face is nice and square at address. On this side of the screen now, if you slice the golf ball, I need you to move the ball more towards the middle of your stance and close the face at address. Understand now you're going to swing more into out with a closed face versus to out to in with an open face. It's easy as that. Thanks for watching.